missing person had also made a report in respect to the missing person, that is his husband. On 6th July 2021, my Lord, the investigators made efforts to reach to Redeemed Gospel Church along Likoni Road, in a statement mentioned and said, indeed, she interacted with mbijiwe while she was at the gate doing her sentry duties. She went ahead and even stated that by the time Mwenda was leaving the compound of the church, he even congratulated her for doing a good job. Her statement is also annexed in my affidavit in that respect. On 9th July 2021, my Lord, a team of investigators again proceeded to Tigoni a place where another abandoned motor vehicle was recovered. Motor vehicle KCP 615H, Toyota Fielder white in color. This motor vehicle was equally hired by mbijiwe. The motor vehicle was towed from where it was abandoned to Tigoni police station, and it was booked via OB number 15, dated 14th June 2021.
OB number?
OB number 15, my Lord.
Yes. Thank you.
Of 14th June 2021. Investigators went ahead and recorded the statements of one police officer called Inspector Mwanaisha.
Repeat that one again.
Investigators went ahead and recorded statements of Inspector Mwanaisha. Inspector Mwanaisha, who had received information from a reporter Joseph Njenga about the abandoned motor vehicle. The motor vehicle was then towed to was later escorted to Central Police Station. My Lord, it was also established by investigators that another report of a missing person was also made at Mutangari police station. Vide OB 24 stroke 18 June 2021. By one Cynthia Watai. By one Cynthia Watai. Bearer of ID number 294 5008. 294 5008. Who made a report of a missing person, and that person was his husband, her husband, Namasaka. And when he left, he went missing. The copy of the OB extract made at Mutangari was annexed in my affidavit. In the course of investigation, my Lord, a police signal was sent circulating the missing person. On 17th June 2021 by OCS Central to all police stations in the Republic. Highlighting the details of mbijiwe, and attached his photo on that report. A further reminder signal, my Lord, was circulated again on 21st November 2025. So far to date, no response has been received of his whereabouts. Copies of the said two circulation of as missing person signals were attached in my replying affidavit. Miscellaneous application number E2198 stroke 2021 at Chief Magistrate's Court Minimani, dated 5th July 2021. Dated 5th July 2021. Was made seeking orders to investigate M-Pesa accounts of the missing person held at Safaricom, Kenya Limited.
See the miscellaneous application before the magistrate was number?
My Lord, number E2198, stroke 2021. Dated 5th July 2021. It was made seeking orders to investigate M-Pesa accounts of the missing person, mbijiwe, held at Safaricom Limited. This was with an aim to establish the transactions made the last transactions made before he went missing on 12th June 2021. A copy of that miscellaneous application, my Lord, is also annexed, was annexed on my reply. Investigation went on, my Lord, and several statements have been recorded from witnesses who had interaction with the missing person. On 24th November 2025, my Lord, that is last year November, 24th November 2025, I, together with my team of investigators, revisited the scene where the motor vehicle KCN 641K Toyota Fielder was abandoned at Tatu City within Ruiru. My Lord, the reason why we revisited that scene was to establish if there were some existing CCTVs, cameras, that could have covered that particular area. But we later established, when we visited that place, that there was none. My Lord, the motor vehicle where it was abandoned was around 500 meters away from the Tatu City, on the opposite side of the Tatu City estate. And by the time we went there, my Lord, that place was still bushy. And as late of last year, when we visited that place, there weren't even CCTVs. So I can just imagine, my Lord, in the year 2021, how that place would look like. We interacted with the security manager of Tatu City, and issued him with a letter in respect to if there were some CCTVs available by then. Of course, my Lord, the secretary manager confirmed in his letter dated the 21st of November 2025. Sorry, my Lord, it is 26th November, 26th. November. The letter is dated 26th November 2025. Indicating there were no CCTV coverage within that area. The two letters were annexed in my replying affidavit. My Lord, the second miscellaneous application number E4668 of 2025 at Chief Magistrates Court Milimani, dated 24th November 2025, was done seeking orders to investigate mbijiwe's phone IMEI history, call data, job mapping details, in respect to the mbijiwe's subscriber number. 0724 70 3245. To date, my Lord, we've not received a response, and results are yet to be retrieved from the Safaricom archives. Owing to the time for which we were requesting the letters. The same miscellaneous application was attached to my affidavit, to my replying affidavit, my Lord. My Lord, we went ahead and addressed the banking fraud investigation unit to establish whether mbijiwe was owning bank accounts with any financial institutions with the aim to establish whether any financial transaction took place after his disappearance. My Lord, on 5th December 2025, we wrote a letter to Business Registration Services to establish whether I-On Security company belonged to mbijiwe. We are yet to receive the results, my Lord. We consequently did a letter to the NTSA to provide the details of the motor vehicles involved, that is KCP 615H and the KCN 6.1K. And other motor vehicles that were hired by mbijiwe. Our aim was to establish the owners of the motor vehicles who could potentially give us information of any material transactions that could assist us in our investigation. The copies of the letters were next to my replying affidavit in that respect. My Lord, the third respondent was investigating a case of a missing person that was reported at Central Police Station under Police Inquiry File number 3 of 2021. Was opened and still open to allow investigators to unearth the issue. My Lord, there was no abduction report made at Central Police Station in regards to the disappearance of mbijiwe. As opposed to second applicant's surveillance, seeking the production of first applicant in the application filed in court. Neither has any witness, including the first applicant, stated in their statement any element of abduction. And any other witness, no one mentioned the question of abduction, my Lord. My Lord, there is no known case reported anywhere indicating mbijiwe was under criminal investigation by police in Kenya. Therefore, there is no known police interaction with mbijiwe that is in record. My Lord, the allegation by first applicant that there's a report about mbijiwe's life being in danger at Central Police Station going by the OB 75 of 16 June 2021 is untrue and is made to mislead this honorable court. The report of a missing person was made by stepmother The first applicant could not have made the report since by that time mbijiwe was apparently missing. A duplicate file in this investigation, my lord, was forwarded to the Office of Director of Public Prosecutions for evidence evaluation, perusal, and legal opinion. The same is yet to be received by me. My lord, the second applicant in this matter has not made any report at Central Police Station. And she has not come forward to record statement in that regard. The report at Central Police Station was made by Stepmother Agnes Stanley. My lord, I also wanted to bring to the attention of this report that we've also made efforts to get or to have an interaction with the second applicant to come to the police station and record a statement. My first attempt, my lord, she was very uncooperative. And this prompted me to go to his advocate seeking for his support on when she can bring the second applicant to the station so that we can also record her statements that could give us another view or an angle also to pursue as far as this investigation is concerned. The advocate took my contact but was hesitant for me to have his contact on the first interaction. I hoped he was to contact me later and bring the client, his client, to the station so that we assist each other in this open investigation.
Your Lordship,
second effort,
Your Lordship, people are known by their names. You could help us if we can say whom is talking about. Actually, there are about 18,000 advocates in Kenya. So let him tell us. Yeah.
My lord, 18,000 advocates will not be representing the second applicant.
My lord, the witness is not accusing anybody. He's merely stating what happened.
So let him say which advocate he dealt with. He's on oath.
My lord, I believe my lord could do this examination.
Proceed.
Is the advocate sitting next to you? is the one. My Lord, the second interaction on the efforts we were in this court, my Lord, and we together approached, together means me and my co-investigators, we approached the advocate, our advocate. First, I wanted to know why he didn't manage to bring his client to the station. He stated he was to consult with his senior. Then he will get back to me on whether to bring the second applicant for statement recording. To date, my Lord, I'm still waiting for that communication. My Lord, consequently, I also wanted to bring to the attention of the court that in the process of our investigation, my Lord, in most cases, we normally get a lot of support from the complainants because we are working together towards getting the justice. But when the complainant now turns to be the one to be sought for through loss of labor, it perplexed me, my Lord. My Lord, finally, I have never interacted with the second applicant before until we came to this court for this, on this matter. By any standards, my Lord, the second applicant is privy and knows, even though we have never interacted with her, she knows where my office is. And as a matter of fact, the question of whether we have ever interacted as far as recording a statement came forth in this court. So it is in our knowledge that she should be coming to the station to record a statement. She knows where our station is. Unlike me, I will not know where she stays or where she comes from to go to where she is to ensure that I give that statement. My Lord, in conclusion, the inquiry number 3 of 2021, the file is still open. And the matter we are investigating is a matter of missing person. And we are still doing everything possible within our reach to ensure that we get to the final conclusion of this matter. And as of now, my Lord, the file is still open. For investigations. Thank you, my Lord.
Chief Inspector, there are several annexures
Yes,
in your testimony. Would you wish to produce them as evidence in this matter?
yes, my Lord.
Most of them. Maybe they be marked in the manner in which they are marked in the replying affidavit of Chief Inspector. Okay. My Lord, nothing further in chief for this witness.
Yes, my lord.
Yes. So you are well versed with the what proper investigation of police includes.
Yes, my lord.
Let us go to Tatu City when this exhibit was discovered. Was there fingerprinting done on that motor vehicle KCP 641B?
In record, my lord, we have KCN.
KCN, yes, that is the same motor I'm talking about. Were fingerprints lifted from that motor vehicle at the scene?
It was not, and
You have answered my question. Confirm that.
there was no need, my
Okay.
lord.
No, you said it was never lifted.
Yes, my lord.
Was DNA analysis of the motor vehicle articles done? Whatever was inside the motor vehicle?
No, my lord.
Was dusting done
No, my lord.
of the motor vehicle?
No, my lord.
Were photographs of the motor vehicle, scenes of crime taken of the motor vehicle?
My lord is not in record.
No, the question is, were photographs, scenes of crime photographs taken of the motor vehicle? Was it,
No, my lord.
It was a crime, it was a scene of crime. Isn't that correct?
No, my lord.
What was it? Where is the occupant? Do
My
you
lord.
go, are you telling us as an investigator for 18 years that you go and you come across an item involving somebody missing and you just pick it? Or that is critical evidence, you preserve it?
My lord, the motor vehicle was abandoned at Tatu City on 12/25.
Or you even know the date it was abandoned?
It is in record, my lord. My lord, when the motor vehicle was abandoned,
No, me, I'm not
By that time-
I'm not asking you that question. You have answered my questions. If you can answer my questions, we can move very fast. But if you create your questions, it will take days. Now, I want you to confirm that time there was a squad called Kweke in your department.
I remember, my lord.
What was the role of Kweke?
I'm not deployed, I wasn't deployed, I've never worked with that team. I don't know, my lord.
Who was the head of DCI that time?
By that time, it was Mr. Kinoti.
It was Mr. Knott. Who was the minister in charge, the cabinet secretary?
Quite a number of cabinet.
No, we are talking
I
about
can't remember, my lord.
12th June 2021.
I can't
It's a
remember, my
specific
lord.
date.
I can't remember, my lord.
You can't remember.
Who was the
And you
minister?
are here telling us about girlfriends of Mena Joke. Mena Bijiwe.
She wasn't.
You can remember girlfriends and you can't
She
remember the
wasn't a
cabinet
cabinet
secretary.
secretary. She wasn't a cabinet secretary in Kenya, my lord.
You can't remember the cabinet secretary who was in charge of internal security on
My lord,
12th June.
The witness has answered the
2021.
question, and it is not an offense not to know. He has answered the question, there is no need for counsel to argue.
Your Lordship, I want you to take note that this is
Yes,
a,
he has answered.
okay, but he wants to tell us truth. Now, you are aware that Kweke was disbanded.
I'm aware, my lord.
Why was it disbanded?
I'm not aware, my lord.
Are you aware who was taking bodies to Livayara?
I'm not aware, my lord.
It was Kweke. Are you aware who was taking bodies to actual human beings to Masinga Dam?
I'm not aware, my lord.
Are you aware of a police container at the DC headquarters where bodies used to be crammed? Then they are taken to Masinga Dam and the River Yara,
That's
and
news
the,
to
and the
me.
Shakaora.
That's news to me, my lord.
My friend, you have a duty, you are on board to tell us this court. Who was killing people? who was taking the bodies to Shakahola? Who was taking the bodies to Rivayara? Who was taking the bodies to the crocodiles in Masinga Dam to consume? You have a duty, you are on oath. I put it to you that it is your team, including Kwekwe, plus the people you don't want to mention, who gave orders that if you disagree with the system at that time, you were taken for crocodiles to consume in Masinga, Rivayara, or Shakahola. Is that not true?
My lord, I'm a police officer. One of my mandate is to protect life and property.
Now you have talked of previous IOs. You just joined this case recently.
Yes, my lord.
Who were the previous IOs?
We have we have Inspector Kalopi, who is now deceased. We have Corporal Omeru, who has since been transferred to mining department, to mining department. Yes, ma'am.
When did they hand over the file to you?
My lord, unless I check. My first interaction with this file was on 15th October 2028. I mean 2025, sorry. And
so they gave you the file after we had filed this application. Is that correct?
he had since been transferred. The file has been moving.
They gave you the file. I want you to confirm you are on oath, my friend. When you are on oath, it is between you and the board. It's not what you tell us. It is between you, your conscience, and the board. Yes. So it is not about us. It's about you and the board. So tell us. If they gave you the file after we filed this application. We filed this application in August 2025.
My lord, the officer went.
I just want you to confirm that they gave you after this application had been filed.
I took over the file on 15th October last year, 2025.
That is after we had filed the case.
When did you file, my lord?
I told you it was August.
If it is so, then it is so.
Now, where are the handover notes? Because when you hand over a file, you give a brief so that there is continuity. Give us the handover notes, which they gave to you.
My lord, I'm ready to bring it.
Do you have the handover notes?
I don't have it here, my lord.
You don't have it.
Here.
You don't have it.
Here.
You can't allow you to create your stories. You don't have it here. You confirm to this court that the report of the missing person was made on 13th June 2021. Is that correct?
No, my lord.
The first one. There were several reports.
The first one that was reported in our station will be number 15 and negative. Will be number 75 of 16.
Okay, 16. Let us go by your date. Because the substance of it is that there was a report. Is that correct?
There was a report.
Now, can you give us the investigation diary of what was done on each day between 16th June 2021 and the 21st of November 2025? Because that is your testimony that you have had various correspondences. Give us the investigation diary.
It is there, my lord.
No, give us the investigation diary. Do you have it?
It is there, my lord.
What you did on each day?
Yes, my lord.
Why have you not attached it? You are replying on them.
I'll give it to you.
No,
right now.
you have an affidavit, my friend, which is more than 50 pages. 50 This affidavit, this is the volume affidavit is more than 50 pages. Why did you attach it to this? So that we can also interrogate it and see what the police officers were doing in real time with this case. Have you attached it?
I didn't attach it.
You
but
never
it is
attached
here.
it. You never attached it. Now, confirm to this court that it took you more than 4 years to write a reminder about Madam Mbijiwe, because your reminder is dated November 2025. In 2021, September 2022, September 2023, September 2024, September, those are 4 years. You did nothing. You have nothing there to show. The next response from 2021 June is on 21st November 2025. Is that correct, when you wrote a reminder?
My lord, there was a circulation signal that had already been done.
When was it done? It was done in September 2021. Is that correct? Is that correct? It takes you 4 years later to write a reminder. Is that investigation, according to you as a detective?
My lord, we could also do without reminder. The first one could
Answer
still-
my question, don't give your own questions. My question is, your first signal is raised on September 2021. Is that correct?
Yes, my lord.
Then the second signal of a reminder is raised on 21st November 2025.
When
How
I
many
just-
years are those?
When I just took over the
No, no, no. Just answer me. How many years are those? More than 4 years. Isn't that correct?
around 4 minutes.
What can you investigate in 4 years if the file is dead and dormant? And you are the people who killed it. You didn't want the investigation of this file because you knew what you had done to Mwenda Mbijiwe. Isn't that correct?
My lord,
You had given the crocodiles to consume. You know it. You cannot raise your hand here and say you never did it. That is what you did it. Whoever did it, they know it. And the word is there. God knows. So, let me go to the next question. There was a report made at Mutangali, Kasarani, Central Police, and Rangata Police Station. Is that correct?
correct, my lord.
Those are more than 5 police stations. Even there was another one at Maua Nimeo. Is that correct?
No, my lord.
There was another report made in Nimeo. Those are more than 5 reports. Who was scheming this reporting? Because this was schemed by yourselves to cover up. It is not normal for one person to get missing, and we have 5 reports of missing persons. And you created decoys. You antagonize the wife by trying to create a parallel lover to create a love triangle. Isn't that correct? To distort this case.
My lord, there is no record where a police officer made a report of a missing person.
Who is Mwenda? Who is Anne Mwenda?
The wife.
The wife of Mbijiwe.
Yes, my lord.
You went and contaminated her mind that there was a Gachera Doit. Isn't that correct?
That's news to me, my lord.
But that's why you are saying there is a Doit who made a report.
We didn't manipulate our mind, my lord.
You manipulated that to create a parallel theory of a love triangle. That was your intention. And the intention was to cover up police brutality about Mwenda Mbijiwe. Isn't that correct?
That's interesting to put in record, my lord.
Okay, you created a theory of a love triangle to obscure the real truth in this issue. Isn't that correct?
My lord, it's a fact from the statement of the lady herself, my lord.
Now, in your testimony, we do know that mbijiwe had a smartphone, an iPhone for that matter. Isn't that correct?
I didn't know the make of his phone.
He had a smartphone.
That's
In your investigation, did you discover that that smartphone was being used by a spouse of an intelligence officer?
My lord,
He's not the witness, Your Lordship. Let the witness answer. If he doesn't know, he will tell us.
maybe he'll allow me to do my work
No.
in the same way he's doing
The
his
problem,
work.
Your Lordship, I never interfered with him when the witness was testifying. Now it is my time to test the veracity of the testimony of this witness. And there is some anecdotal evidence that we know if they were doing proper investigation, then they should be able to trace that smartphone and know that it is in the possession of a spouse of an intelligence officer. Unless they have done nothing in terms of investigation.
Let him
So-
answer. Let him
answer.
If he knows, if he doesn't know.
My lord, my objection is as follows. The fact that mbijiwe had an iPhone and that iPhone is now in the custody of the wife of an intelligence officer did not form the testimony by the applicant, and it is not contained in any of the depositions in support of the application. So that is evidence that is being given by counsel, and I don't think that it is proper for counsel to test a witness with evidence that is not before the court.
Does he know about the smartphone? Let him,
Yes,
let him
Your
answer.
Lordship, if I lay the foundation.
Yes, let him
He
answer. the
mentioned about a phone number.
Ask
Yes,
the
let
question.
him answer. My friend, you are a senior officer, and we are here to tell the truth. That is our interest. No interest in this case. Just to know the truth what happened. If Mwenda was consumed by crocodiles, we will tell the mother to give a piece. If he is alive, you can produce it.
Can you ask the question?
The question is this. Did you said you carried thorough investigation,
Yes, my lord.
and you are two previous IOs in this case
Yes, my
who
lord.
handed over to you.
Yes, my lord.
Did they mention to you or in your own knowledge or within your knowledge? Did you realize the iPhone belonging to mbijiwe is being used by a spouse of an intelligence officer?
My lord, I'm privy to the subscriber detail, but not the phone or the gadget that was housing this particular SIM card.
Can you elaborate on that?
My lord, I'm aware
Yes.
of the number, the SIM card number that belonged to the missing person, but not the device itself. Whether it was a smartphone, whether it was another Android phone, I'm not privy to it, my lord.
You talked of establishing call logs of that phone through the EMI.
Yes, my lord.
Did you do that?
My lord, miscellaneous applications were done. Orders were served.
I get my question, my friend. Don't give your questions. My question is, did you do that?
We didn't do because we don't have the...
So, you don't have call logs.
We don't have the call logs with us to analyze.
You don't have the call logs with yourself. But you spoke of Matthew Namasaka, who was also missing.
Yes, my lord.
Do you have his phone?
Not the phone, but
The call logs I'm talking about. Because it will show you the coordinates where they were in real time.
no, my lord.
You don't have. Did you seek through our mutual legal assistance any help from America, Germany, or the European Union, the satellites? They have satellites which shows in real time what was happening. So if you are really interested in doing proper investigation, which are professional, you can also seek their assistance through their satellite. You remember the case of the lady who disappeared in Masai Mara? The satellite data cleared the animals, that the animals were innocent. Do you remember that case?
It's new spanning, my lord.
You've never had a case of a lady who disappeared in Masai Mara?
You can explain, my lord.
You are saying you are an officer of 18 years,
Yes, my lord.
and you've never heard of that case?
I wasn't investigating that matter.
Then how did you know Matthew Namasaka? How did you know that? If you don't have any of that information.
My lord, Matthew Namasaka had a wife called Cynthia. That's when Cynthia made a statement that his husband was called by the missing person in mbijiwe.
So for the last 5 years, what investigation have we been doing if you don't have call logs? Because that's where you would have gotten the real issue, who was calling Mwenda, Mbijiwe, or Namasaka in real time.
My lord, we sought for court orders. We served Safaricom. It's from their feedback that we were able now to analyze what we have. And as of now, we do not have any feedback from Safaricom upon which we could analyze the call letters.
You have said that the first applicant, the second applicant, I think, has never made a statement with you.
Yes,
Is that correct?
very good.
But in your testimony here, you say somewhere that the biological mother of Mwenda Mbijiwe had indicated that she had never communicated, or she had never heard from him for several months.
Yes, my lord.
Where did you get that information from?
From the stepmother who made official report at Central Police Station.
You had the real mother, and you could not talk to her, and you were busy dealing with the stepmother. Divide and rule.
Stepmother made the report. I've never met the biological mother.
But because you had antagonized the family, so that they were suspicious on who was who, by creating fear to everybody in the family. And you are saying, the aunt is saying, she has never spoken to her son for several months. Yet you have never spoken to her.
Whatsoever to date, other than this court, my lord.
Now, you did say that the Mutoni made a report on 14th June 2021 at Nairobi West. Is that correct?
Not correct, my lord.
What did you say? You said on 14th June 2021, the daughter Mutoni made a report at Nairobi West. Isn't that your testimony?
The mother, Stanley, called the daughter to make a report at Nairobi West. At Nairobi West, the lady was referred to come to Central. Of course, she did not come until the mother came and made the official.
So there is no report at Nairobi West?
No report, my lord.
Now, the motor vehicle that was discovered was KCP 641. Okay, if I got you correct.
No, my lord.
What was the motor vehicle?
KCN.
Eh?
KCN
KCN
641K.
And it is your testimony that it was never tested.
It was never tested, my lord.
No photos were taken of this motor vehicle at the scene before it was removed.
No photos in record, my lord.
No photos in the record. No DNA analysis
No.
of the articles found in the motor vehicle.
Not in record, my lord.
And you want to convince us that you have done current investigation.
Why were they to be done?
Answer my questions. I told you don't repeat your questions. Answer my questions. What type of investigation have you carried out if you have not carried out any of those procedures which are critical in investigation?
There wasn't need to do that at that very moment.
So you had made up your mind because you knew what you had done to mbijiwe. You knew it was dead. That is why you never carried out any analysis. Is that correct?
No, my lord.
Now, let us go to Ruiru police station. When you arrived at Ruiru police station, you said that you were so sorry because the motor vehicle had already been handed over to the owner at the end. Is that correct?
That's correct, my lord.
Why could they hand over such a critical piece of evidence before the investigators looked at it? What were they covering up?
My lord, the motor vehicle in question was hired by the missing person. The motor vehicle had not been paid for because it was on hire. It is in record, statement of the person hiring out the motor vehicle, that he tracked his motor vehicle, but because he had not been paid, he switched off his motor vehicle. So by that time, there was no missing person report that had already been made. So it was a question of my client did not pay me. Perhaps he might have abandoned the motor vehicle and disappeared. So you only had to do verification of proof of ownership. And that's how the motor vehicle was handled.
Okay. As a detective, did you take a statement from this owner of the motor vehicle?
Yes, my lord. I did.
Where is the statement?
I have it here, my lord.
Oh, you have it there. Now, let us go to 28 June 2021. When you visited the house of Frida Gacheri Toiti. What were you trying to establish as investigators when you went there?
My lord, remember on 11th June 2021, that was the last night to the 12th, waking up to 12th June when...
My question is, what led you to go to a house? Because you must have had some leads which led you to a house. Yes. And show us why it was not your decoy to prove your theory of a rough triangle. You were investigating a case. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
What leads did you have that led you to Frida Gacheri into it? Because it is not just pop up into your investigation. You must have some solid leads leading you to a house. So what were the objective of going to a house?
That's where she was the last night in a way, waking up for 12th June. So of course it was important to also interact with the persons who interact with the missing person on the final days.
On the final day.
Yes.
Did you dust Toiti's house?
For what reason, my lord?
To know who else was there. Because now we are dealing with a missing person, we need to know who was the last people to interact with him. So the only way you could get forensic evidence on people who were there.
My lord, it is in record.
When my question is, did you dust a house?
No.
That's my question. You never did.
It wasn't necessary.
Now, I want to deal with the issue of Anne Mwende. Tell me who met Anne Mwende, where, when, and what you discussed about her husband.
My lord, Anne Mwende is the wife of mbijiwe, and apparently she made the report at Langata police station. By all standards, it was important to record her statement, being that she was also accompanying that man. Yes, my lord.
Then you antagonized her mind and her attitude by telling her that your husband was with her girlfriend. That was the purpose of Gacheri.
That's news, my lord.
Now, you also visited the church. I think it was Redeemed Gospel Church.
Yes, my lord.
The last place where Amanda attended a church service.
Yes, my lord.
And you found that Amanda actually attended the church service.
Yes, my lord.
Then somehow you found a watch lady at the gate.
Yes, my lord.
Who concluded that, who told Mwende, who Mwenda Mbijiwe told that she had done a nice job.
Yes, my lord.
What was the nice job?
For having ushered them in with the overwhelming work that was happening, because it was a training session. Quite a number of people were coming in. Being a lady, and she was able to coordinate to move the vehicles, directing them different ways. For her, for Mr. Mwenda Mbijiwe, it was an amazing job.
It was an amazing job.
Yes, ma'am.
So how many trainees attended the training?
I'm not privy to the numbers, but it was a good number.
Quite a good number.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever interviewed any of the trainees during your investigation?
None of them, my lord.
None of them.
And save for the bishop.
You said none of them. Then let us go to 9th July 2021, when the team proceeded to Tigoni, where KCB 641 was recovered. Were you there?
I wasn't there, my lord.
Or you weren't there?
Yes, ma'am.
Then you say that the various IOs from your team recorded several statements
Yes, my lord.
from various people,
Yes, my lord.
including a report from one Joseph Njenga.
Yes, my lord.
But you confirmed that no fingerprints were checked.
Yes, my lord.
Then yes, now on 17th June 2021, I've asked that one, I think. You have no explanation why it took you more than 5 years to follow up, to make a follow-up of the case. You have no explanation.
Unfolding events on far as the investigation is done is documented. A lot has been done, my lord, as I've explained.
And there is no report from miscellaneous E2198 of 2021
Yes, my lord.
investigating the M-Pesa accounts of Mbijiwe. You don't have any report. Could you confirm that this is a miscellaneous application you filed mysteriously just to cover up yourself?
There's nothing to hide, my lord.
But where is the report? If you took it to court,
I don't
the
write
court gave you
myself.
powers. The court gave you powers to investigate the M-Pesa account. Where is the report?
I don't write to myself to give a feedback to myself. I wrote, we did an administrative application, it was served by an independent institution. It's them to give us the report, my lord.
So as you testify, you don't have any report.
I do not have.
You do not have any report. Then you carried some searches at the NTSA. Is that correct?
Yes, my lord.
And you also revisited Ruiru to see whether there are CCTVs.
Yes, madam.
So you confirmed that on 16th June 2025, when you were doing your preliminary investigations, you never checked whether there were CCTVs or not at Ruiru.
Pardon, madam?
When, as an investigator,
Yes, madam.
when you go to a scene,
Yes, madam.
I thought the first thing is to safeguard the scene.
Yes, madam.
Isn't that correct?
Yes, madam.
And I want to know whether on 16th June 2021, when you visited the scene where the motor vehicle was discovered,
Yes, madam.
whether you secured that scene. Did you secure it in any way?
Apparently, it was done by the initial investigators, my lord.
Was it secured?
I want to believe so.
Where is any evidence that it was secured?
From the statements of the initial
How
investigators,
was it secured?
they went to that particular place and they cordoned.
They couldn't know.
Yes, madam.
Did they check whether there were CCTVs or not?
I'm not sure, my lord.
You are not sure. Then 4 years later, actually 4 years, 8 months later,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
went back to see whether there were any CCTV around. And you realized that it was only pushy. It was even more pushy.
Yes, my lord.
So you do know that CCTV survives depending on the level of repetition, because the tape is one. Once it is complete, it superimposes whatever new information. So 4 years, 8 months is a long time. Even if there was CCTV, you would not get anything.
My
Is
lord,
that correct?
my lord, as far as I know, Tatu City is a technological hub. I want to believe we have a very big storage capacity that could sustain that information. That's why I had to go and confirm.
That's why you went back.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, in your letter dated 26 November 2025, you unfortunately discovered that there was no CCTV coverage in that area.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you look for backup from institutions that operate around that area?
When we visited the scene, we walked around. There was none, my lord.
Now, you do confirm that during your career for 18 years, you have seen photos during the GNC riots. You saw civilian police officers abduct the GNC in Nairobi streets. Is that correct?
My lord, police officer's role is to protect life and property.
No,
Out of that one.
answer my question. Did you see that on TV, on social media, or anywhere? You saw armed police officers with the G3 or AK-47 abducting GNC youths.
I didn't see, my lord.
You never saw.
Yes, ma'am.
The ODPP.
Yes, my lord.
Do you have the forwarding letter?
It's there, my lord.
When is it dated?
Lord, I just get it.
So you can say was fine, you don't have it.
It is there, my Lord.
No, you don't
Yes.
have it.
I've
There is
just-
nothing you seem to have about this case. And you are at the IO. So Kenyans must be very careful because we are being protected by people who are indifferent or they are incompetent. They don't know what they are doing. Is that correct? Is that a correct assessment of your department?
That's the worst assessment ever, my Lord.
But it reflects the truth on the ground.
No, my Lord.
Okay. Why don't you have even those basic documents? And you knew you were coming to testify today. Why don't you have them?
My Lord, I'm going to give you that letter right now, my Lord.
Okay. Your Lordship, I will yield to my colleague to ask the remaining questions.
My Lord, just few questions to the Oyaro.
Oyaro.
Yes, my Lord.
Good afternoon.
I just ask you a few questions. On the previous day before the first applicant went missing, confirm he was driving an ordinary car. It wasn't a cyber car which can drive itself.